Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another presentation of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. It is the Dalton Derby, Dalton United taking on North Georgia United. Larry Weaver and Andre Bomar here at Dalton High School for this season's matchup of the Dalton Derby. Andre, how we doing for it this evening?
Doing great, man. I've been looking forward to this North Georgia derby here. It's a good and proper derby, particularly since North Georgia have had a resurgence this season. This is a team that ended up in the relegation spaces last season, but through the reevaluation and resetting of the Premier Division from last season, a little bit of a shakeup. They were given a lifeline to stay in Premier for another season, and boy, have they taken full advantage of that. Only a setback against Kalonji Pro Profile has stopped their momentum. Can they regain it again today? That's the question.
Brought on Coach Fasuhini for this season, and he's really gotten a lot out of this team. Wasn't really expected to do as well as they have so far in the season. You see right now they're in the 6th spot. 8 spots move on to the playoffs here in the UPSL Georgia Conference. Dalton United at the head of the table, as they usually are. They are absolutely perfect through 15 points. Really looking good. Had a postponement last week against Kalonji Pro Profile due to playing in the Open Cup, but this gives them an opportunity. You see the starting lineup for North Georgia United right there. Keep an eye on number 7, Emmanuel Lom. Also number 18, Okoronkwo, really going to be the 2 stars for that North Georgia United team. Dalton United, a few minor changes. Israel Soria going to be in the goal today in regards to Greedy's, who shares the goal with him. Underway here at Dalton High School. A little bit different lineup, or different setting. We were here just a few weeks ago. Normally, Dalton United plays out of Dalton Stadium, just a few miles down the road. Emmanuel Lom already taking a shot on goal. Oh. Whoa, that one wasn't far.
Not far off from the former Golden Boot winner from last season, Emmanuel Lom, number 7 for North Georgia. Again, we see the aggressiveness of North Georgia's attack early on here.
See here, getting over here in this near channel, takes it with his right from about 30 out, but he doesn't miss by much.
Oh, and look at that.
Oh, back there and on the handoff. And I totally missed it, showing the sideline.
Back pass that was intercepted there by North Georgia here. We do have it recorded. We'll be able to get you a look at that in the highlight package. But they were trying to clear it out, Dalton United. Unfortunately, they were a miscue gifted it right in front of the 6-yard box to North Georgia. I'm not sure of the player who took the shot there, but they converted that, and now you have a dream start for North Georgia.
Totally was showing the highlight, and we totally missed a large portion of it, because you can see here as we are coming back and just put in, and shows you how fast that was.
It was quite sudden. But what a great start for North Georgia, and they came to make a mark in this game. And like I say, this season's been this way for them. Exact opposite from the last season, where they just couldn't get cranked up.
Our colleague Madison Cruz had the opportunity to talk to Coach Fasuhini this week about how this season has been going for North Georgia United. You can catch that interview on ASMG TV on YouTube.
Yeah, Larry, already this match has a very high level of energy, and I think it's been driven so far by North Georgia. Dalton, though, is not a team that panics. A lot
Not
of experience.
at all. And like we've talked about in many setups, keep an eye on these throw-ins, because they're almost like mini corners for Dalton United. Usually they have Hernan Saldana as the man for the throw. He is not in the lineup for tonight.
Oh.
Just a huge shank, and that one's way out.
Yeah, but that approach there just now, Larry, you see the speed that they were using to pass that ball around. North Georgia struggling to keep up with it, only for a poor attempted goal there. But this game is going to be back and forth, and I think it's going to be very entertaining to watch.
And I was just saying that Dalton United had elected to have Israel Soria in goal today instead of John Greedy's, who has been in the goal for most of the fall season. They kind of share a goal. Usually it's a 50-50. John has had a little bit more of time in goal than Israel has.
Yeah, they're so – oh, again.
Another mistake there. That one right into the kisser of – I believe that was Emmanuel Lom who took that shot to the face.
Yeah, not unlike the goal there. I mean, that high press they're doing right now, North Georgia is having an effect. And Dalton, they're not known as a fast starting. They generally do start with a slower setup, the passing. But North Georgia's like maybe taking a look at that in scouting and decided they were going to try to press and cause some havoc back there. And they've done it.
1 minute into the match, and North Georgia United already up 1-0. And like we were trying to say, Coach Fasuhini, he comes from the women's division. He was is the coach for LaGrange College women's team. So it was a little bit of just a change coming from the women's side over to the men's side.
Yeah, and it's a couple of things with Coach K, too, is that, you know, when he took the job here at North Georgia was slated to start in Division I for the season until that realignment happened. And here he is finding himself in Premier.
Here's Cholo Hernandez with an opportunity in the box. He's going to have to elect to go back, and he does. Good step over by Jurgen. Back to Frank Herrera. Herrera's going to slide it over. Good ball across back to Herrera. He loses it in the box. Bit of he was a slide tackle from behind. He is going to get called for that foul. Dangerous challenge there by Herrera. Just a foul. No card issued here early in the 6th minute.
Yeah, Dalton getting a little bit more pressure into this game right now. Still very, very early on. And it'll be interesting to see if North Georgia maintains this high pressure as we see they take the ball here in the midfield.
Right here at center circle, taking it back is number 5, Perez, and he goes down. You see Emmanuel Lom for North Georgia United just floating all over the pitch, has a very wide freedom of movement in this North Georgia setup.
Yeah, what a phenomenal player Lom is. Again, he just doesn't know how to stop scoring. And already he's come very close within the first few seconds here. Definitely he and Ronald Maridiaga, also very prolific for North Georgia, number 10 player. It's another player to watch out for North Georgia in attack.
Stands already filling up here at Dalton High School. Both of these two teams have a really good fan base group that comes out and watches all of their matches up here in Dalton. Good ball sent forward here on the near side, but cleared away by the defense. It's out though for throw. Flores gets it back in quickly. Ramirez, he's going to try to go back to Saldana. Back to Perez. Ramirez, the captain, up to Medina, who goes right back to Frere, and then back to Villalobos. Villalobos kind of coming back in and being that anchor veteran in that center back role, Dre, for Dalton United.
Yeah, I mean, that Dalton United back line, even if they swap out players, generally still has a lot of experience back there. Very disciplined back four. It's very hard to break down. And that's why it was so surprising to see them have that faulting in the early minute there. But it's not something you can look forward to happening twice, I don't think.
Dalton United typically play a very disciplined passing system. A lot of possession, a lot of passing that goes back and forth from the lines. Stepped in front of that pass is Dalton United. Tried to get it up to Medina, but right back to Okronko, and now Lom is going to get there. He is onside. He's going to go back. Shot taken, but right into Soria's hands. That shot coming from number 4.
Yeah, Larry, North Georgia showing no fear here, going after Dalton, away from home, although it's down the street, basically. North Georgia technically playing in Calhoun, as a Calhoun team, is right here at Dalton, just south of the Tennessee border, near Chattanooga.
Yeah, we're just about maybe 30 minutes or so from Chattanooga. So these two teams really have a large swath of area that they can pull from for these two squads.
Lots of soccer talent up here in the North Georgia area.
Mendiola having to come to the top of the box to recover that one. Easily covered from that header back to him from his defender. Nine minutes into this Dalton derby. It is 1-0 North Georgia United over Dalton United coming in the first minute.
Dalton using their patented passing style to control the match.
That one was a little bit off, and it rolled a little bit farther. Nobody really went out to claim that. And it's going to roll all the way back. It'll go out for a goal kick. Give us an opportunity to look at our referees for today's match. You see Carlos Rondon is getting the task of being center referee for tonight. Nicholas Vaughn and Frank Peacock, his ARs, and Jesus Lerma, his fourth official. This matchup is not without drama at times, Dre. We've seen some of these matches get really, really heated in the realm of, not just physical but mental.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's a proper derby, and so you have bragging rights involved, and these teams want to show each other that they are the kings of the area, and I think it's a situation where North Georgia wants to knock Dalton off their perch. And
so far, Dalton at times does show weakness, as does upper teams on the leaderboard like Kalanji Pro Profile. So far, though, they've been able to find a way to win in the first 5 weeks and then have that week 6 off due to the Open Cup responsibilities.
Yeah, they were able to be victorious in the qualifying round here of the U.S. Open Cup.
UPSL had 56 teams enter into the U.S. Open Cup for 2025. 2024 season just wrapped up with LAFC defeating Sporting Kansas City 3-1 to lift the trophy for the first time.
Yep, so Dalton is one of 2 teams still in the Premier with perfect records, no draws, no losses. Kalanji being the other one, but Kalanji have 2 games in hand right now.
You know, and Dre, that's something that we talked about in the beginning of the season, because with having 14 teams in the league this year, there wasn't a lot of space for makeups. So a lot of these makeup games are going to end up happening in midweek form.
Yeah, that's why Kalanji is going to have 2 makeup games. They're most likely going to have to be midweek. SSL has a makeup game that's going to be Thanksgiving weekend.
Georgia Revolution as well.
Exactly. They're the ones playing SSL, so that's going to be an interesting game. SSL fighting relegation, surprisingly, but here we go, North Georgia.
Here comes Lom on the near side. He's going to slide it across, looks for a Concro, and just enough on it is Soria. Great save by the keeper for Dalton United, because that one had eyes for the back of the net.
Oh, just inches and inches away from a second there from North Georgia. They're really pressuring heavily in the net final third, and it's being very effective against Dalton.
Okoronkwo had a perfect shot at that one, and now here's a beautiful ball over to Flores. Oh, what a save by the keeper.
I think it went over. He didn't touch it.
He didn't touch it.
Just over. It's going to be a goal kick.
It looked beautiful to me. We'll take a look at that one again.
He was in acres of space here to the right. Took a little time. The ball got caught under his foot just a little bit, came off of the crossbar.
Yeah, hit the top crossbar and out. Did not allow the keeper to get a touch on it.
Yeah, I mean, to his part, he did have to wait for it a little bit, so it took him out of his run a little bit. And that little bit of hesitation, I think, made a difference to the quality of the shot.
Cholo goes all the way back. Or no, that was Herrera that went all the way back to Soria. I was right the first time.
Never doubt yourself, man.
Here comes Herrera again to Cholo. Not able to get around North Georgia man. Great work of defense there for North Georgia United. I'm just completely impressed with the turnaround from North Georgia United from the spring to the fall.
It's like a different team, but it is new coaching, new players. Able to keep some of those key players like Lom and Maridiaga in there, Okonkwo.
And that's the thing for North Georgia United. They really struggled the last 2 seasons with the loss of Coach Brito from when they first entered into the UPSL Georgia system.
Yeah, I mean.
And last season they tried something new. They really tried it for 2 seasons. Didn't really work. But moving over to Coach K has been night and day for North Georgia United.
A fantastic move for North Georgia. And I think, too, they've moved away from relying on a lot of college players. They're looking for more of the professional goal-oriented player that's playing for them now. And it's made a difference because now you have more dedicated players who are not going to go away in the fall to play for their colleges. They're going to stay here and build on the success.
Emmanuel Lom is going to take this outswinger for North Georgia. Straight at the box. Cleared away by Dalton, but back in North Georgia's possession. That ball in from Emmanuel came in straight and true.
Strong on the ball there.
He's going to win another corner for North Georgia.
He had 2 or 3 Dalton defenders trying to get it off of him, but he stayed on the ball and has earned himself now a corner.
Emmanuel going over to take this one as well. This one will be, I would presume, an in-swinger. if I know anything about physics.
Plenty of green shirts forward. Look at all those green shirts in the box.
Good ball into the box, headed right back
Oh.
in, just hit without any real substance. It just kind of went off the shin, so it went right up into the air and into Soria's arms.
Yeah.
And there's a ball cut off by Perez, and North Georgia United with possession again. They are really putting it to Dalton United right now.
Yeah, they're really pressuring that final third, and they're getting headway off of that. And Dalton United taken out of the game a little bit right here. But, again, like I say, they're not a team that typically panics even by going down. They'll stick with their game.
We did talk to Coach Kiko before the game, and he did say that he did have a few of his starters out today.
Yeah, but much like Kalanji, Dalton's so deep, at every position. They can afford to have a few first-liners out and still perform at a high level.
And that's one of the things we talk about Dalton United. Until otherwise, we will always kind of have them penciled in at the top of the table. Frank Herrera trying to take a shot. He's going to get fouled. And this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for Dalton United to despise the foul there committed by North Georgia United, man. Take a look at this again. Dre, walk us through it.
Yeah, I know. He's got a good little lead here. He has to wait for the ball a little bit, but, the defender there kind of jumps into the challenge, and, of course, it comes away with a foul. So I don't think there was any malice intent there. It's just really clumsy.
And you see there Carlos just showing with that boot up in the air. That's where the majority of that foul comes from.
Man, this is an opportunity here. North Georgia with 4 men in the wall.
3 men over the ball, Herrera, Jurgen, and Saldana.
Yeah, look for Cholo.
It looks like it's going to be Anthony Saldana that wants to take it, but Jurgen is now lining up. Ramirez, the captain. He's going to be Saldana. Right at the back post. Great save. Right back in. What a goal for Dalton United. Brandon
He went after that.
Saldana.
Lined up and killed it. What a follow-up. He took it, and he saw the rebound. He was the one who acted quickly on the rebound and came for it. Not a bad shot in. Goalkeeper flailing, but nobody followed it up on defense. And there you go. He slots it in expertly. What a finish.
And it was a great save on the back line for North Georgia United. Unfortunately for them, Brandon Saldana just absolutely
just
torched that ball.
Unbelievable. And there you go. There's your equalizer. Now, how will North Georgia respond to that? And will Dalton try to turn up the heat a little bit more? That goes out. Man, that's going to be one of the candidates for the goals of the season. We'll have another one of those contests at the end of the season. That's the
Absolutely perfect response there in the 18th minute from that first-minute goal from North Georgia United. And now here are Dalton United on the attack with Herrera. And that ball's going to go out. It will be a throw-in deep in the final third of North Georgia United.
Like we said before, Larry, I mean, Dalton's not a team that's known for cracking under pressure. I mean, they almost invite pressure. To go down a goal for them kind of sets the fire under them. And here we've seen the result of that. They haven't changed their game at all. They just they're going to be meticulous.
And here comes the throw deep into the box. Headed away by North Georgia United. Now here they are on the counterattack. Releasing Lum. Is he going to get around? No, he is not going to get around Ferrer. But it is going to go out. It will be a throw for North Georgia United. Lum almost released on a complete run to the goal. 1 man left. Harrison Ferrer had to get that right for Dalton United and does so. In center circle, Perez surveys the field. holds it, comes over here to Flores. Medina and Flores pass it back and forth, and then it's going to go back to Harrison. Good clearance again.
Important. That ball was through. If he doesn't get that cut out there, Dalton's in for another chance. But Larry, man, there's been incredible pace in this game from both sides.
Yeah, it's just been flat out from the opening whistle. Do we have a substitution coming on?
Is that? I can't
or
tell
they?
who that is.
It looks like, yes, there is going to be a substitution coming on for North Georgia United. Number 16 is coming off.
Yeah, who's that coming on here?
Let me see if I can find who that is.
We'll have to check his number here. In the meantime,
Brandon Burrell is the player that came off.
I think that's an
He
injury.
was a last-minute substitution, last-minute change
yeah.
from the lineup that we received. I was going to take the moment to give kudos to number 19, Kwa Tucker, because he has been absolutely great on that back line. He's the one that cleared it, that allowed Brandon to have that free shot on goal. But he had an absolute perfect ball off the line, and there's going to be a corner for Dalton United. It's going to be here on the near side.
Intriguing. Of course, Dalton United looking to take on the division title, try to go for that. North Georgia looking to make sure that they stay in those playoff places.
Like we were saying before, 8 places move on to the playoffs this season. Right to the near post. It's going to be headed by Villalobos and out for a goal kick this season. Or no, it'll be another corner. Excuse me. Villalobos headed it, but it looked like it came off North Georgia player.
Yeah.
Here comes another in-swinger from Jurgen. To the back post, headed in! There's a perfect goal for Villalobos.
Free header on the far post.
He couldn't get it on the near side, so he turns around and gets it on the far side. It's 2-1, Dalton United. Dre, look at this one.
Boy. Second shot at this corner kick comes up. Free header, nobody on him. Somebody missed a defensive assignment.
And that was the brand new player that just came on for North Georgia United that had that assignment and missed.
You can't do that. Dalton will absolutely roast you if you do that. And now they've gotten that advantage back, 2-1. What a game we have here. Now, North Georgia, response time. They have the horses. They've already proven that they can score quickly.
We talked to North Georgia United after the loss to Kalanji Pro Profile earlier this season. Talked to the owner, Jonathan Torres, and he said that they tried some experiments in that match and it cost them.
Yeah, they also caught Kalanji when they were just rolling. I mean, I'm hard pressed to know of a better performance by that team.
Emmanuel Lom trying to run that one down, not going to do so. It's going to roll out for a goal kick.
Kalanji was, in the ASMG staff, it was one of the teams that some of us said is going to win the entire thing.
Well, we had talks in the offseason with Coach Bruno where he talked about really wanting to refocus on the UPSL this fall season.
Yeah, no other competitions. He's not worried about any of the other stuff. He really wants to get back into, the national tournament. That's one where a couple of seasons ago they made it to the third place, won the third place game for the national title.
Dalton United, the only team in the UPSL Georgia Conference that is participating in the U.S. Open Cup 2025 qualifying rounds.
Yeah, I got the first.
Defeated the Tennessee lone participant pre-college DA pretty easily.
Yep. They never took themselves out of second gear there. They did have a pre-college had a red card in the first half that hindered their progress there. Oh, given away, but fouled after the fact, unfortunately for them.
Foul for Medina there, number 21 for Dalton United. Again, there's a a bit of that physical, mental aspect that we were talking about earlier in the match. It's going to be taken and sent forward. Brandon, the goal scorer, latest, clears that one out of the final third, but right back in, it's going to be grabbed by Soria. Being closed down by Okoronkwo, but Soria doing a good job.
Oh,
he's offside.
Indeed,
he was.
I
could see it from here, and he was right where Coach K is. So Coach K knew he was offside.
Yeah, as he went down, I just started looking at the AR to see if the flag was going to go
okay,
up.
are you going to lift it? You going to lift it? But he was offside. Looked like he was offside by a good 2 yards.
Yeah.
At least that we can see up here in the press box.
Just mistimed his run a little bit. Good idea, though.
Emmanuel Law making something out of nothing, told to get up, not going to be called a foul. Put back in play by Tucker, turned by Maradiaga. Lays it off to the new oncomer for North Georgia United. I almost look like they changed formation as well, Dre, with that substitution, and it doesn't look like they were ready on the assignments for that corner. Caught him off guard, allowed Dalton to get the lead.
Definitely a factor, because when he came in from that far post, there was nobody even looking his way. It was sort of after the fact, after the header had gone in.
Good work here by North Georgia United. Tucker, he sends it long, but it's going to go out for a throw. Holding off this attack. Now Dalton United has come with their claws out, looking for another goal.
Yeah, it's like blood in the water. If I could give a shout out to my buddy over there in Sunderland, England, Kurt Hunt, who's in the chat. He predicted a 3-1 victory for Dalton. We'll see. It's on par right now to be true.
Good throw in, Cholo. Chests it down, controls it, gives it back to Flores and to Ramirez. Now Medina. Pushed off the ball, but still had possession for a moment. Is going to get called for a foul. A little spicy with that challenge from Medina.
Yeah, you wonder how, as we get into the second half coming up, how will the emotions play with both of these teams?
Oriana is going to get us back underway. Good ball all the way into the box. Headed, it will be a corner.
Corner, yeah. Man, that was an amazing free kick. Kind of a tricky ball coming in there.
Good shot from Oriana. Another opportunity for North Georgia United to find some setup here. Here comes Lom. He's had an opportunity from both sides already. Let's see what he can do on this time. In swinger into the box. Low, and that ball is going to get knocked out. Will be a goal kick. That one just didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, another shout out to, I see Cindy Villatoro in the chat there. I know what team she's rooting for. Good support for both of these clubs.
Again, thank you for watching ASMG TV. If you like what we do, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content live, interviews, podcasts, all those fun things, as we bring you all that is this UPSL Georgia Premier Division Conference.
Oh, again, space on this right side.
Cholo's going to receive it. He's onside in the box. Tries to hit it with his left right into the possession of Mendiola.
Starting to see a pattern here. This right side's a little bit weak for North Georgia on the defensive side.
This match being in basically halfway point for this fall season. This is week 7. Technically 14 weeks of the regular season, and then we will move on to the playoffs.
Yep, so 13-game season, 8 teams out of the 14 will qualify for the playoffs. The bottom 2, of course, will be relegated to Division 1.
Here comes Maradiaga. He's going to lay it off. Tries to get it to Lom. That pass just not on. I'm still trying to verify who it was that was subbed in. Oh, here's an opportunity. North Georgia cleared away. But he's just not been at the same level as the rest of the guys since coming in. He just seems a touch off. Flores down the channel here on the near side. Still in. And he gets pushed down.
Over.
No foul. Or it is going to be a foul. A little late in the call.
Yeah, the
AR didn't call
flag.
it. It had to be the center finally
that.
came in and called it. The AR was right there to make the call, but didn't. Take a look here, Dre.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a push from behind here. He's beaten a little bit. Gets there. Yeah, he puts the arm in the back. It's got to be a foul.
There we go. And we're back in.
Nice
Shot taken. That one's over the bar. Man, they're taking these so fast.
You could miss them. So much action. And this game is delivering with the excitement that we expect from a good Derby game like this. 2 well-run clubs, good support from both sides. It's a recipe for excitement.
So 1 substitution coming on for North Georgia United here in this first half. There can be up to 7 substitutions each match per team. You'd rather not make those substitutions in the first half. Hopefully that substitution was more tactical than due to an injury.
I don't know. He looked like he was kind of laboring a little bit when he went off. But, yeah, hopefully it's not an injury. Hate to see that. Coach K is known for his tactics. He's done well so far in this game, but Dalton are on top right now.
Most of these UPSL teams come with a very robust roster, as they know. They have a lot of players that are. Here's Cholo Hernandez. He's got an opportunity into the box. Hits it with his left. Great save by the keeper, Mendiola. That was fantastic.
You know, I was wondering why he cut in, though, because he had space to keep going to his right and shoot in, but he wanted to use that left foot. You see right over the top. Cuts into this with his left. Likes to use that left foot. Great save, though. Keep that out.
Another corner for Dalton United. It's going to be an in-swinger from Herrera.
Let's see how they mark up in the box here.
Villalobos almost had another one.
That's going to be a foul, yeah.
Going to be a foul in the box.
Sort of a rugby scrum there.
A few players going down on the ground. Villalobos being one of them. It could have even been called a handball. Take a look at it very, very quickly.
Yeah, because you don't know.
See how it just kind of bounces around in there.
Yeah.
Back underway. Live here at Dalton High School, and that one just gets sent out. Mendiola just didn't really get a good shot forward on that one, and unfortunately couldn't control it. Was Lamus, number 4. That one knocked out by Oriana. It's going to be a throw for Dalton United. We're clipping right along. 35 minutes into this first half. Dalton United 2, North Georgia United 1 here at the Dalton Derby for the fall season 2024 campaign.
Time
UPSL Georgia.
By.
It has just been flat out these first 35 minutes. Both teams back and forth.
Yeah, can they maintain that for 90 minutes, though? That'll be an interesting thing. Who's going to start losing their legs a little bit?
Everyone flying into challenges. No cards issued so far. 1 substitution, that coming for North Georgia United.
Yeah, very clean game so far.
Good settle there. Maradiaga tried to release, not able to do so.
Well, I do have a score coming in. Oh,
That one makes it all the way back to Soria.
so I got a score in. Now, this is an important score for Vino Tinto. They defeated FC Birmingham 5-0.
Oh,
And that is
FC
a
Birmingham
huge
5-0
result for two different reasons. One, Vino Tinto stay up with the leaders, but FC Birmingham are now in trouble.
Yeah, their season is not going their way. And that was a way Vino Tinto was home in that match.
Yeah, they play at Silverbacks Park there in Doraville, Georgia. FC Birmingham, the team that has to travel the most of all teams in the Premier Division.
Coming from the Birmingham area.
Of course, FC Birmingham lost Giancarlo Bustamante, who decided to quit FC Birmingham this season.
An update in the Georgia Revolution Fountain FC match. It's currently in the second half. Georgia Revs winning, or leading, I should say, 3-2. Yeah, it's a shame that Bustamante decided to, in more ways than one, take his ball and go home, as FC Birmingham really utilized his abilities up in the striker position.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good lad, but, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes you feel like you can do better somewhere else, and, you know, wish him well wherever he's going to go, but FC Birmingham's going to have to find an answer to losing Bustamante. So far, they haven't done it.
And, you know, he's a player that had an issue with previous coach.
Yeah, Coach Goldfarb had demoted him to Division I team, the second string team.
In a similar issue, just
Yep.
expected to be, he was better than some of the team, and he was a very good player, just unfortunately
Yeah, team game is a team game.
Yeah, cannot control the fact that it is a team game.
Oh, chance
Lose
for a
the
break.
possession is North Georgia United. Saldana released it for himself right at the box. He's going to think about it. Got around three men. Still has possession. Going to slide it across to Flores.
Will he take a shot?
Flores lays it off to Medina. Medina thought about sending it back to Flores. Goes to Perez. Perez goes back to Saldana. Perez again. Good little turn up to Ramirez. He goes to Saldana. Saldana, Cholo. They try to 1-2. Herrera. Saldana tries to make the turn, loses possession, right back to Ramirez. Ramirez is going to take the shot right in the hands of Mendiola. That's a lot of great play there by Dalton United.
They kicked around. They look like Arsenal kicking that ball around, just trying to find their way in.
Not able to control that ball is Brandon Saldana, but an absolute muff of a pass there by the newest member of North Georgia United.
Well, I got to tell you, a vast improvement for North Georgia from that game they had against Kalanji Pro Profile. They are definitely in this match, but Dalton United really, at times, putting on a passing clinic. Tough clearance there for North Georgia.
And that's one of the things that Dalton United is really, really just skilled at, is to possess a ball to the point of frustrating their opponent, where they can just move the ball freely in the triangles, find and get to the point of frustrating their opponent, and then once their opponent moves out of position, that's when they attack.
That came off the North Georgia player there. It's going to be a Dalton throw.
"41 minutes we have entered. We'll see maybe a minute or two of stoppage time. We'll see what the fourth official and center official agree upon. Here comes a ball released to Cholo. He's on. No. Oh.
I don't know. I'd have to see that again. I don't know about that one.
Oh,
I mean, at the time the ball was played, I'm not so sure he was offside.
That looked.
But to his credit, we are not at the best angle.
We are not
judge
at the
that.
best angle, definitely speaking. We have the replay. And there's going to be a foul committed right there.
Free kick.
Gives us an opportunity, if we can. Let's try to take a look really quick at that offside. Yeah, at that point, yes, he was offside. He was.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize to the AR for doubting him.
Yeah. The AR did a really good job.
They get such flack,
and then
these
here's
guys.
the foul just now. Ronquo just taken down.
Yeah, Ronquo might be a bit of a key figure later on, too. Big, strong forward for North Georgia. Plays well off of Lom and Maradiaga.
Maradiaga and Lom both over this ball. Looks like it's going to be a Maradiaga. No, it is going to be Lom. Into the box, right into Soria.
On frame.
But exactly what I was going to say, Dre. We're seeing, when it comes to these two teams, we're seeing a lot of balls put on frame. Not a lot of wasted opportunities from these two squads.
Not at all.
Straight up into the air. In center circle, headed forward. Acrobatics from North Georgia United, but Saldana is going to earn it for Dalton. North Georgia United win it back. Mariana is going to send it forward. And we go back to center circle. Good touch by Ramirez. The captain just settling that back into path. He is onside this time. Cholo able to fill that coming.
It's come off of Cholo, so it's going to be a goal kick. Great defense there.
He felt that coming. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get a second touch from the defender. Look at this recovery from the defender, Dre.
Yeah, he just buzzed right in there, took it off him, and then managed to get it to come off of the attacker. Cholo there. Clutch defense there from North Georgia.
Cholo lays it off to Perez. He gives it right back to Cholo. Shot on, but a little too over the frame and out for a goal kick.
Tried to bend that in with his left foot. Couldn't quite get the bend right.
Just a little too close to try that.
Yeah, I want to kind of take a look at those clearances and goal kicks by North Georgia. They're not that great right now, giving Dalton opportunities. Again, they're having trouble getting it out of their defensive third here. Oh,
here's an opportunity again. Medina, great clearance, but right back to Herrera, and another great save by Mendiola. He is just doing a great job, but there was an offsides called through all of that.
Yeah, but I tell you what, North Georgia's going to have to really kind of settle down here and get their organized defense together, because a little bit in disarray right now, and Dalton can punish you if you do that.
Well, it looks like they like I was saying, Dre, it looked like they changed the formation.
Well, and it's been since the substitution, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, they had a back line of 4, and now they've
offside.
gone to a back line of 3. I think that they're trying a 3-5-2 is what it appears. There's a foul. That one's going to be committed.
Yeah, it looks like they have 3 flat across the back when they're using 2 wing backs to come up and attack.
Okoronkwo was the one who was guilty of that foul, as we're just about done with 45. Ramirez going to trade with Villalobos. One of the goal scorers for Dalton United. Herrera working through the channel. Great work by the defender. And it's out for a throw. He is putting in a shift this first 45, Dre, for North Georgia United.
Yeah, it really is, and that's what's really needed right now because Dalton United are on top here.
I believe that's number 3, Tristan Benjamin. It's hard to see those gold letters on the green.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm trying my best.
Doing a good job there, Larry.
It's 4K gives us a good view, but not the best.
Yeah, we'll be under the lights for the second half.
I'll be able to see it a little bit better. All the way back to Soria.
Dalton, yeah, just the way they just move that ball around, just beautiful to watch. All the way across field.
Flores.
Yeah, I think
that was more frustration than anything because
Yeah.
he couldn't get there in time. And he blasts that one out right in front of the owner of North Georgia United, Jonathan Torres, down there.
Yeah, there'll be a word at halftime about that.
Really impressed with what Jonathan has been able to do to get his team back up in the winning ways here this fall season.
Just a really great organization Jonathan Torres has with North Georgia United. Probably one of the, outside of Porto's FC, maybe one of the best run clubs in the whole division.
Flores loses possession in the midfield, allows for another attack from North Georgia United. Could this be the final attack of this first half as we're already 2 minutes into stoppage time?
Yeah, got to be down to seconds now. It hasn't really been that many stoppages, no injuries.
Did not see a presentation of how many minutes of stoppage time we are going to receive. Good throw in from Tucker. And there is halftime here at Dalton High School. 45 minutes has passed. 2-1 Dalton United, North Georgia United. Dre, that was a fantastic 45 minutes.
Oh, what a fantastic game. One of my favorite games so far this season. Both teams are up for it. It's a derby atmosphere, good crowd. And Dalton, I mean, they're showing who they are. That's why they're undefeated, untied in this division so far. They've won their first qualifying game in the U.S. Open Cup. So it's setting up to be a very interesting second half. Coach K is going to make some adjustments. We know for North Georgia, Dalton are going to be Dalton. And so we'll see what happens.
Well, that'll do it for us for the first 45. Take a few minutes, go to the restroom, get a beverage and some popcorn. Get ready because the second half is going to come at you fast and furious. We'll see you in a few moments here. Dalton High School, Dalton United 2, North Georgia United 1. Welcome back to Dalton High School here in Dalton, Georgia for this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Dalton United 2, North Georgia United 1. Larry Weaver and Andre Bomar bringing you all the action today here at Dalton High School. And really interesting first half, Trey. North Georgia United going up right off the bat, 1 minute in, and then slowly and steadily Dalton United got back into the match.
Yeah, I think that was very deliberate by North Georgia. They really had Dalton on the back foot there in the first minute. And mostly for the first really like 10 minutes, they were really pressing on defense in that offensive third and then just really getting ahead. But Dalton stayed calm as they do and have slowly clawed their way back into the game to where they're now the dominant force.
And it's going to be Dalton United that are going to get us underway here in the second half. They're wearing the white tops with black shorts, moving from right to left. North Georgia United in the green kits, moving from left to right. We'll see what Coach K did at halftime to kind of work out what's going on. It's number 9 from North Georgia United who came on late in that match as a substitution, the only substitution in the match so far. And he just wasn't really at the pace of everybody else on that North Georgia squad.
Yeah, that seemed to be the turning point there as we get the second half underway here and see what Coach K might have done for North Georgia to see if they can adjust to this this new way that they're playing, the new formation and the new strategies.
North Georgia moving the ball around. Still able to possess it in center circle. Go back to Tucker. Was really, really impressed with the play of number 3, Tristan Benjamin, in that first half for defense for North Georgia. Good ball forward. Not able to completely control it. It's going to be cleared out by Dalton United, and a foul going to be issued. Villalobos wearing the armband now. Try to see who came on for Jurgen Ramirez for Dalton United at half. Ball forward to Flores, not going to be able to get there in time.
Yeah, it looks like Dalton, they identified a problem, I think, that North Georgia have in that left side of their defense.
It's Jonathan Sanchez, number 23, who came on for Jurgen. So Jurgen with a 45-minute cap tonight. Good ball forward, controlled by North Georgia for at least a moment. Villalobos cleared it away, but right back into possession of North Georgia United. With their win today, currently Vino Tinto Atlanta at the top of the table until the end of this 90 minutes.
And boy, Vino Tinto has been a relevation, just a surprise so far this season. I think that as we see,
here's
Dalton
an
come
opportunity by Dalton. Shot taken.
Oh,
what a goal
gosh.
for Dalton United, number 8, Damian Rodriguez. And he puts that one to bed.
It's just so quickly how things can just pop in as they came up that left side and boom. Oh, man, just turned and took that left shot right across the face of goal, converts it for Dalton. And it's 3-1. Now it's getting interesting for North Georgia because you don't want to see them let this game get away from them. They had that quick start to get things going.
Rodriguez was another substitution. One other substitution at half. Grides come on for Soria in the back for goalkeeper, as we expected a change in the 45 like we're used to seeing.
just some beautiful attacking play by Dalton. Very, very attractive football that they play here. And just like that, as quickly as North Georgia scored in the first half, Dalton has done the same thing here in the second. But the difference is they now have a 3-1 advantage.
The goal scorer, Damian Rodriguez, came on for Anthony Saldana. And you see so far, halftime changes. The plus side is going to go to Coach Kiko and Dalton United as they are already with a goal up. Just like that, Dalton United.
And of course, right now, the prediction from our buddy Kurt Hunt in Sunderland, England, is right on target so far. He predicted a 3-1 win for Dalton today, and that is the scoreline we have.
If he was a betting man, he'd say, okay, that's it. No more.
Well, Dalton, I mean, the North Georgia is going to try to spoil that prediction. Plenty of football to go.
I think even Dalton United wants to spoil that as they want to put more points on board.
Yeah, goal difference is a thing, you know.
They have a match coming up in just a week or so as the second qualifier for the U.S. Open Cup. They'll take on a team from the Mid-Atlantic UPSL Georgia Conference, and that is going to be a massive match because both of those teams are at the top of their tables.
Yeah, Mint Hill FC there. Let's see, I think they have undefeated 1 draw, 6 wins so far in the season. Yeah, so there's going to be a formidable.
No, they played 8 matches. They're 6-0-2. They did lose today.
Oh, did they? Okay.
But they've scored 33 goals in 8 matches. So they are really putting the scores to the table.
Yep. And they will have to come to play Dalton at home here for Dalton.
Cleared away.
It's a bit chaotic there.
North Georgia able to get out of the doghouse, but give Dalton United the goal right back.
Dalton looks so comfortable in possession.
Cholo receives it, gives it right back. Shot taken. Oh, it's almost an absolute duplicate to his goal.
It looked like a replay from the earlier goal in the second half here.
Rodriguez almost did a Xerox copy of his goal. Take a look at this back and forth between Rodriguez and Cholo Hernandez, and that one was almost there.
Just well executed. They're just passing the circles around North Georgia a little bit here. It's got to be a worrying sign for Coach K. Because they're going to have to, with a 2-goal deficit, they're going to have to make their way into the attacking third and do something about that rather than just holding on here.
Just absolutely taking over the game is Damian Rodriguez, number 8 for Dalton United. Good ball forward. Soria claims it. Would like to see, and this is one of the things we saw last week, Dre, as a keeper, I want to see that knee farther up front protecting his body.
Yeah, as he comes in, yeah.
Tucker with the ball forward. Maradiaga couldn't get there, but North Georgia still had possession at least for a second, and that one's out. It will be a throw for Dalton United. Here comes some substitutions for both sides.
Yeah, we'll start to see him here in the second half, and it's going to be critical to see how that changes the match, particularly for North Georgia. They need a boost of some sort here.
Chris Lopez is going to be coming on for Dalton United, as well as number 17. Is about to come on. Brian Garcia, he's about to come on for North Georgia United. So Lopez came on.
It looks like he's going to come on now, is he? Or are they going to do the free kick first?
Looks like they are going to make the change, and it's going to be number 18, Okoronkwo, who made way for Garcia.
Yeah, Okoronkwo was fairly quiet, so they're probably looking for a change there. Looks like they had his number for today.
So we're going to have set piece coming in, headed, but cleared away right in front of the keeper.
Yeah, desperate defending from North Georgia. Under the lights here, Dalton High School in Dalton, Georgia.
Another beautiful venue for all things UPSL Georgia Conference.
Great night, too. Nice 70 degrees or so. Clear, no wind.
It claims 75, but I'm going to say that's probably a little bit less.
It might be. I was guessing.
Good control there by Lopez.
Ooh,
sends
nice
it forward
ball.
down the channel. That was beautiful to Lopez.
He's around.
Into the box, hits it, and it's going to get knocked
Corner.
out. Will be a corner for Dalton United. That was a good set of play by Dalton.
Yeah, great pass down that right side. He got it behind the defender, but the defender did cover enough to force at least a corner. Fire truck on its way to an emergency.
Life doesn't rest. And it's going to be Hernandez who's going to take this corner. In-swinger. Right into the box. Villalobos was there.
That was a weird one.
But it hits the defender and goes out. They'll get to do it again.
Dribbled out in slow motion, it seemed.
Villalobos was right there to receive that one. All that ball needed to be was about 2 feet in the air, and that one's in the back of the net.
Try it again here.
That one cleared away.
Still going to be a throw, though, for Dalton. Game doesn't have the pace that the first half had, but it's still a tense affair here.
Dalton United working through the channel. Shot taken.
Oh,
back of the net.
gosh.
Just like that.
Fire.
Cholo just ripped that one into the back of the
gosh.
net, and it is getting away from North Georgia United. Dre, look at this.
Just nothing they could do about it. He flicked it on here. Comes in, just takes it himself. Left foot shot, unstoppable. And just like that, it's it's one of those things where.
Sorry, Kurt.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't have any money on that score line. But it looks like he's going to get the right team to win here, unless there's a miracle in the books for North Georgia. Now they got to start worrying about goal difference, because that's usually a key in these division races, whether you're going for a playoff position, a title, or avoiding relegation.
And it was 2-1 at half, now 4-1.
A disastrous turn of events for North Georgia, who started the game so brightly, but Dalton had put 4 unanswered goals in.
That ball sent way into the box. John Greedy's coming out and punching that ball out for Dalton. Getting his opportunity in between the posts for this second 45 minutes. Trying to release Cholo, not going to be able to do so.
Still thinking about that. That goal just scored by Cholo. That was an amazing goal. There have been a few of them here today. Dalton stamping their authority on the division as well. Perfect so far. Kalanji's going to have a few things to say about that. They do go back into action tomorrow, I believe.
Right now.
Or is it today? Yeah.
No, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
7 o'clock. Potros FC taking on Kalanchi Pro Profile.
Yeah. Talk about
with this injury,
marquee
it takes us a
matchup.
moment. We can actually look at the fixtures that are going on this weekend.
Yeah, that's another marquee matchup. The defending champions against champions elect here.
You see Vino Tinto with that impressive 5-0 victory over FC Birmingham. Georgia Revolution, they grind out a 3-2 victory over Fountain City FC. This match going on right now. Albion FC Atlanta going on as well. The late match, what was going to be Atlanta City and Georgia Athletic SC is going to end in a forfeit for Atlanta City, as that announcement that came through this week.
And we'll get on that. We're going to have a Center Circle podcast. We'll go into depth about the Atlanta City situation and let everybody know what's going on there.
So keep an eye on that in the coming days. But that gives Georgia Athletic a much, much needed 3 points to move back up in the table.
Yeah, never like to see a team withdraw like that, but you know, this division is so stocked with talent and quality.
As we stand right now with the Golden Boot race, it's a tie between Mark Bonneau and Martin Salcedo with 8 goals.
Yeah, we'll see how that might change after this weekend. Porto's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get a heat of all those goals that came in from Vinotinto. Some of those other goals. That match between Potros FC and Kalanchi Pro Profile is going to be a huge result for either team.
Yeah, they both are going to be wanting to get maximum points out of that, particularly Kalanchi, who wants to stay in touch with Dalton.
As Potros, they started out the season a little weaker than they would have liked to have been, but they've definitely put things together in the last few matches.
Yeah, they've stepped it up a bit, and they're back into the fray now. And
currently sitting in 5th spot. We have another substitution getting ready to come on. This one for North Georgia United. Number 12's day is done. Looks like it's going to be replaced by number 2. That was Nicholas Huberti, number 12, who came off. Replaced by J.C. Carpenter, number 2. Dalton automatically looking to attack. Cholo didn't get that pass exactly right.
Yeah, North Georgia's stuck trying to get out of their own half here. And
you know, we talked about it, Dre. They came out just gangbusters with so much attack and so much ferocity. We said, could they maintain it?
Yeah, that was the key.
And there is a foul committed on Maradiaga.
Not called, though.
It finally is called there.
Okay, I think he wanted to see if
he
it was
advantage. He played advantage.
Yeah.
And not able to do anything with it, so he calls it back to the spot of the foul on Maradiaga.
Yeah, and
but
that is good refereeing, actually.
Still no cards issued in this match.
Yeah, you know, that's unusual for a derby game, especially like this one. But these guys are all about the game right here. 63
minutes. We are cutting through, and both of these two teams have really been professional and really given it their all. And, of course, this is going to be a commentator's curse.
Got to watch what you say, man.
As they both have played very, very well.
Opportunity, though, for North Georgia.
It's going to be Lom taking it. Right on frame. Greedy's cleared it, but in the back of the net. Cleared it right into the path of
what a follow-up.
North Georgia United. And that is the spark that they needed to get them back in this match. It's 4-2.
Great time, too, Larry. They really needed something because Dalton started to pull away here. Great little first touch here. Good save, but he parries it right to the North Georgia player there to the left side. And surprisingly, no Dalton player reacted to that.
They didn't come down for that at all.
No. There were 3 North Georgia players over there to pick from. They were queuing up to take that shot.
4-2.
They got themselves back into the game somewhat. Now what will they do with it? How will Dalton respond?
You know, we always love to talk about hashtag response time. It's the 5 minutes after a goal is scored that your opponent has the opportunity to equalize.
It's a thing.
Crazy as it sounds.
The stats show it. A lot of times when you score, you relax just that little bit.
And you got to feel bad for Greedy's. He did everything right. He parried it away. Unfortunately, his defender didn't come back and help him clear it out.
No, they did a little ball watching there.
If anything, you could say he probably should have controlled it a little bit better and just held it.
Maybe, but he was at full stretch, and you know, just to keep it out is one thing. You got to get some help from your defenders, though.
Yeah,
they've got to respond as well. They can't ball watch like that. A little bit of a lapse, but still with a 2-goal advantage.
"65 minutes have gone, and this Dalton derby, one of our favorite derbies here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, as these two teams have been at the top of the table ever since entering the UPSL Georgia Conference.
Yeah, Dalton has been they dominated Division I when they won it with record goals scored.
Still hold the record for most goals in a season in Division I, Dalton United. 64 goals scored that season.
Yeah, some people say when they were in Division I, they were still the best team in Premier.
Yeah. And then
that's how good they were.
Quickly filled their trophy shelves because they won several regular season titles, won the playoffs last summer, last spring. Were hard done against Tennessee Tempo.
Yeah,
they went against both Tennessee Tempo and Mother Nature. Ball into the box, cleared away, will be a throw for Dalton United. They've won several invitationals that we've held for preseasons, as well as Division I tournaments.
Yeah, we're going to return to that, the Community Cup matchup after next season. It's very entertaining competition, but here's a throw.
Ball in the box, great ball. Saldana couldn't receive it. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Saldana, that was Sanchez, excuse me, number 23. One of the problems with multiple players wearing the same jersey.
Plus, there have been a lot of changes, too, in the second half. It was hard to keep up.
Soria gets us back underway. Lom controls it. And that ball's going to go out. Will be a throw for North Georgia. Dalton trying their best to pull that one off. Not going to get past Carlos Rondon, the center ref. It is North Georgia.
Maybe if I take it real quick, no one will notice.
You got to do what you got to do as a player. You remember what it was like being on the pitch?
Oh, yes.
That one just not able to anticipate that pass was Emmanuel Lom.
I will say North Georgia is playing a lot better since the goal.
Confidence.
Yeah. Feel a little momentum, maybe play a little bit quicker, move towards the challenges a little bit better.
Herrera trying to send it to Cholo, gets cut off, but still able to control it was Damian Rodriguez. Still controlling it, goes down, still in control by Herrera, switches play, receive, good touch.
Good ball, wow.
And down
he
is
goes.
It going to be a foul, or is it going to be just considered a corner? It is just going to be considered a corner.
A little bit of a collision there. It's not ruled to be a foul. And scoring opportunity here for Dalton.
Cholo already has a ball, doesn't need to run that one down. Just on the outskirts of the field. Here comes an in-swinger. Down on the ground. Cleared away. Lopez not able to control it. Will be a goal kick. Good work by North Georgia there. Soria thought about taking it short, held back. Second time does go short, sends it. Gets to center circle. Medina heads it. Herrera, Villalobos. Finally able to get it forward, not able to control it. Sanchez quickly thrown in.
Quickly.
Oh, and Soria had to get that one right because Cholo was there.
And the goalkeeper was well out of place.
Benjamin gets taken down by Rodriguez in the box. Wins a foul for North Georgia. Quickly taken. Lose possession. It is going back and forth. Maradiaga, he gets past and loses possession. We are just going full speed now.
Yeah, the pace has returned in this game.
That goal has revitalized North Georgia United. Into the box. Tries to get around, goes down. It will be a corner.
Boy, just back and forth. Both teams tenacious in the challenges.
See this ball coming forward.
Nice ball forward. He tries to get it around the defender. Does really well. Shoulder charge. That's legal. That was a good challenge. Goes out for the corner.
That ball rolling almost to Calhoun and back. Gives an opportunity for
Dalton have proved to be very dangerous.
Hernandez. Another opportunity. Here comes the in-swinger. Low again. Dalton wanted a handball on that. Not going to get it. Cleared all the way to midline and going to scene out for a throw for Dalton. Another substitution getting ready to come on for Dalton United. It's going to be Salvador Rodriguez, number 16, who's going to be coming on. He's going to replace Brandon Saldana, number 17. He had a fantastic shift in that match just a couple days ago in the U.S. Open Cup against Pre-College DA.
Yeah, great performance from Dalton in that qualifying round. First qualifying round.
Like we said, 56 UPSL teams participated in the 2025 Open Cup qualifying first round. Most of those teams ended up playing each other.
We have more teams than any other league in the Open Cup.
Medina trying to thread that one, not able to do so. Good passing from North Georgia. Almost won by Herrera. A little bit of that arm on the shoulder wins a foul for North Georgia United right about midline. Benjamin's going to send that one forward. Headed away by Dalton United. Tristan's going to send that one all the way back to Soria. Oh, I'm sorry, Mendiola. Excuse me, Jose, I apologize about that. Jose Mendiola.
North Georgia trying to do a little bit more pressing now. Just have to watch it on the back end when they have so many green shirts forward. Don't want to get caught, but they do have to gamble a little bit. Still got that deficit.
73 minutes in. Still a lot of time and opportunity for North Georgia United to equalize.
Yeah, they've already shown that they can score quickly.
Dalton United want to come away with 3 points to extend their lead. Get back up into first spot over Vinoteto. Here's Cholo Hernandez, receives it. Trying to take it, and absolutely perfect work by the defender. It's going to be a corner, though.
I thought he was going to try to go down there when he got into the box. He had that challenge, but he wanted to try to put it on frame. Good defending from North Georgia. See here, good ball forward. Nice through ball for Cholo. left off and just ferried out for the corner.
Got a substitution coming on for Dalton United. Coach K, he's calling for something over there. Getting ready for the corner over here on the near side. Going to do that. We're going to do the corner before the substitution for Dalton United. It's going to be an in-swinger sent to the back post, headed back in. Cholo didn't get it. Villalobos tries to take a shot at it. Heads it back over.
Ooh. What's the story here?
A yellow card is going to be issued to Tristan Benjamin. I believe he's saying that was a handball.
I thought it hit him in the head.
Looked like it hit him in the head to me.
Yeah.
We'll look at it on the replay.
I guess maybe it hit his hand in his head.
See if we can do it quickly. It did come off his hand. Good call by Carlos.
Again, the referees are on point.
They are just doing a fantastic job tonight.
Amazing.
So the first yellow card issued in the 75th minute going to Tristan Benjamin, number 3 for North Georgia United. Shot taken, great save by Mendiola.
It needed saving too.
He had to get up, and that ball ended up hitting the American football. Now comes the substitutions for North Georgia United. This should be just about all of their subs.
Yes, Dalton there.
Alex Delgado, Dalton. Number 22. Number 9, I am assuming, is Marcelo Barrios, because that's the only other individual that they have on their roster for substitutions, and he didn't have a number. So one will conclude. Here comes an outswinger, sent to the back, over everybody in the box, back in, and cleared away by North Georgia. Newly entered Barrios got
good.
back on his horse, got that, now
Good
has
escape.
it again. Loses possession.
Oh, an opportunity for North Georgia. But
Bit of a push off there by Ferrer. Gets away with one. And that should be 7 substitutions for Dalton United. That should empty their bench for this match. We still got about 14 minutes to go. That one's going to get headed out. Will be a throw for Dalton United. 4-2, Dalton United over North Georgia United here at Dalton High School. It has been back and forth. North Georgia United scoring in the first minute.
Going to be a throw for Dalton here.
And this is dangerous for Dalton United. These throws almost being corners themselves.
He's cranking up for a long one here.
All the way to the box headed, but that one's out. Will be a corner kick for Mendiola.
Yeah, you said it, Larry. I mean, those things are so dangerous. They come in and get it headed on, and there's an opportunity. We have too many balls on the field right now. There we go.
About to get back underway, and we do so.
Time becoming a factor for North Georgia.
Entering the 79th minute. We'll see what we get. Substitution time. I would think stoppage time. We're probably going to get 3, maybe 4 minutes at least with the goals and the substitutions. Here's a good opportunity for North Georgia United working through the gears. and just
he ran
doesn't
himself
let
into
it
trouble.
go, but he earns a foul. He
Really
should have
needed to
released that
use-
ball
yeah.
a lot sooner, but he does earn a
They
foul.
had the momentum. I mean, they do have the opportunity here with a free kick, but they had so much momentum on that counterattack there. Just dribbled himself right into a defender.
He had so many players around him that he could have released to, elected to hold it himself. Again, Lam and Maradiaga over the ball.
Yards from goal.
On
takes a
frame,
deflection.
and a deflection will
Gonna be a
be a
corner.
corner.
Those deflections can be tricky for a goalkeeper, especially when it starts to dip down like that.
We saw that in the match last week with Potros with a little bit of a deflection, and unfortunately Cameron Verona could not keep it out of the net. Allowed Georgia Athletic with a goal.
Thought about taking it short, but Dalton had it covered.
Another ball on the pitch, cleared away by Coach K.
Coach K came out to get rid of that. It's like, got to get the time going here.
We
What are
are
we waiting
just
on here?
waiting for something. I'm not quite sure what we're waiting for.
Not
Here we
sure,
go.
Yeah, the ref is holding it up.
Here comes the in-swinger from Lam, all the way to the back post, headed away.
Oh,
That one will go out for a throw for Dalton United. That one was a little disappointing from Lam, a little too much on that one.
a little too hot. Tried to get
Had
ahead
a little
on
too
it.
much time to wait there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the delay was. Didn't see any movement, but anyway, we're back at it here. Dalton with the throw.
I can see Coach K in an animated conversation with the fourth official. It's good to see he's already invested in this derby. Ooh, good turn.
Nice.
Just not able to do anything with it. North Georgia with control. Back to Mendiola. Forward. North Georgia tried to get around Perez, not able to do so. Cholo, he's going to release offsides.
Yeah, he was standing in an offside position.
Chris Lopez, number 4, called offsides. Allows some of that pressure to be relieved for North Georgia United. Tristan Benjamin gets us back underway. Clattering of the two players.
From behind.
And it's going to be a North Georgia United
Referee's
ball,
gonna
and he's
have a
going to
little-
yellow card number
yeah,
16.
Kicking the ball away.
Kicking the ball away, Salvador Rodriguez for Dalton United. He's going to receive the first Dalton yellow card here in the 83rd minute. So one yellow card issued to both teams. Yellow card's not issued out until the 74th minute.
Yeah, as derbies go, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's been a pretty subdued.
I mean, it's an exciting match. It's a high-quality match, but it not ill will at all.
Definitely been very gentlemanlike at times. And it's going to be Tristan Benjamin who's over the ball with Maradiaga. We'll see which one of them will take this. Looks like Maradiaga wants to take this one, and he does. Controlled by Dalton and cleared, but out for a throw.
7 minutes to go here, a regular time, whatever extra time is added.
Thrown in, punched away through the box. Good little, just reached at it and stabbed it out of the box was Dalton United. It's coming back and forth between the two teams. North Georgia with possession currently. Made the circle. Receives it
nice.
again. Good turn. This time he releases it. Forward for North Georgia.
Gotta take
to
a
the
shot.
back corner. Shot taken,
There it
saved
is.
by Greenies, but back right into the middle of the pitch.
Had a chance at the follow-up as well.
Benjamin's going to send it forward. Maradiaga not able to turn. Plays it off. Made the turn, still in, cleared away. Will be a throw for Dalton.
Good
And
biting
it looks like
challenge
he
there.
took a pretty solid shot on that.
Yeah, solid but fair. CC. He's not feeling too well there.
Yeah, he's feeling that one.
Yeah.
And he's just on the edge. That's number 21.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to recover. Maybe sometimes those knocks hurt at first.
Especially with it being a little
Collision.
cool. 21 being Andrew
There's a trainer.
Valbuena.
Trainer is on.
He's
going to
not
try
sure
to
if that was
soldier
a
on.
knee or if that was an ankle.
Yeah.
And, you know, with this being artificial turf, Dre, it is
Yeah, it
not
doesn't
a
give.
giving surface.
No, it does not. Okay, we're going to go back. Dalton will have the throw.
Looks like he'll be okay.
Yes, hopefully he can just walk that off. You know, those challenges, those biting challenges can hurt at first. We get the adrenaline going again.
I am kind of surprised. Okay. I was going to say, Valbuena is trying to stay on the pitch, but with the trainer coming on, he has to come off.
Yeah.
At least for a second. He was trying to pull a fast one.
So ref's going over.
The ref's coming over to make sure. I'm curious if he's thinking about anything additional.
He's reaching in his pocket.
He is going to give him a card for not coming off of the field, is what it looks like. Yes, he is going to give him a card for not coming off the field. So 21, Valbuena with a yellow card here in the 86th minute.
Useless little card there that you got for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pleaded his case, but
You're not going to get away
not
with
gonna
that
win
one.
those.
So 3 yellow cards now. Cleared away. Be a throw for North Georgia.
And we get
Valbuena allowed back on the
coming
pitch.
Back on, yep.
2 goals to make up in a very, very small amount of time. It's not going in the way of North Georgia United as they started off gangbusters. A goal in the first 60 seconds.
Yeah, goal that even caught us off guard. It was so quick, which tells you it can happen again.
That ball finds its way out for a throw. North Georgia. We enter the 88th minute. Thrown in. Headed straight up. The ball continuing to try to find a place to call home. Ooh, beautiful little touch there by Dalton
Beautiful.
United. Lopez.
Putting on a show here, Dalton.
We promised you entertainment in this match.
It has delivered. Tell you what, Vino Tinto, top of the table temporarily here until we. But if this result stands, it looks like it might. Dalton will put themselves right back into first place where they've been all season.
This will be 6 matches and 6 wins for Dalton United.
More delays here, I'm not sure.
Well, the ball went out of the pitch
Yeah, but we have
and
other
down the hill. So another one had to be found.
Okay.
This will be 1 point lead for Dalton United at the end of this with
A game
Vino
in hand,
Tinto.
too.
with Vino Tinto being at 17 points.
Vino Tinto, of course, going to be the team of the of the moment at the moment. I don't think anybody had them challenging the way they are at this stage of the season.
North Georgia United, they were sitting in 7th coming into this match. That's where they will stay. So far, nobody below them with a win.
You know, what's going to be interesting, Larry, as we wait for this goal kick is, you know, we're talking about the race for the title, race for playoff places, but it's going to be a very interesting competition for teams to stay out of the relegation zone. We have Atlanta City that's already guaranteed to go down because of their withdrawal. But it's going to be a dogfight, I think, for some teams near to the bottom of the table.
Man, you look at UMA and SSL both with 1 point. FC Atlanta, that ball offsides. FC Atlanta with 2 points, Albion with 4 points. So very, very tight race down there at the bottom of the table.
Things like goal difference make up.
Goal differential is going to be massive because if it ends this way, Dalton United are going to North Georgia United are going to end tonight with a negative goal differential. So that means from 7th on down, the teams all have negative goal differentials, which is just a massive stat.
Yeah, it means so much to their final placement. Dalton just a step ahead of North Georgia.
North Georgia just able to be on the ball there, clear it out. Benjamin sends it down the line, but it's going to be out. It'll be a throw for Dalton. Dalton will end the game if it stays the way it is as we're in the stoppage time. They'll end with a plus 16 goal differential, best in the league.
They just are so good, Dalton United, every year, challenging for the division title.
Good clearance, but right back into possession. Villalobos heads it, clears it. Delgado goes down. He earns the foul for Dalton. Back underway. Dalton send it here to the near side. Controlled by Rodriguez. He's going to try to go back forward to Cholo. Cholo makes his way, earns it.
Space on the right.
Here's another attack shot taken and pulled wide by number 22, Delgado.
Dalton showing where they're in.
Mendiola is going to get us back underway. Yeah, I mean, they're just doing such a good job this season, Dre, as they do with most seasons. They just...
I tell you, one game you're going to have to watch, it's going to be on ASMG, is Dalton against Kalanji.
Yeah, that match was supposed to be last week, was canceled due to
U.S. Open Cup.
The U.S. Open Cup appearance. He's already on a yellow. 21 does not need to get a second yellow as he's kicking that ball away. And that's
refs giving him
Rondon
maybe a
doing a good job
warning.
saying, I don't want to give you the yellow, just be smart.
Behave yourself. The game is what it is, you know.
Because remember, here in the UPSL, when a player is red carded, not only do they get suspended, but they also receive a financial fine.
Exactly.
Don't want to hurt your pocketbook as well as your play time. Here
Fines
comes
are no
in
fine.
from Damien to the backside. Hit one timed. Not there.
That looked like
to
it could.
The corner. Good little nutmeg.
Dalton still with it.
Holding right at.
Skips past 1-2.
Just absolutely controlling that ball. Gets knocked out. Will be a corner, though. And this is going to basically be held in this corner, you would assume.
Yeah, it looks like they got a player over there to take it short.
And there it is. Cholo.
Try to kill some seconds.
And that one's knocked out. Will be a goal kick.
He tried to knock it off of the
He
defender.
just kind of laughed at himself because he didn't pull that off. 94 minutes have gone.
Can't
We
be
are
much
getting
left.
down to the nitty-gritty here, Dre.
Yeah, a lot of substitutions, though. Oh, ricochet there.
Coach K will go back to the drawing board for North Georgia United.
They put in a good effort today, but again, just like the Kalanji game, you're running into a team well in form, challenging for the title. North Georgia
Maradiaga,
vastly improved.
not able to control it, rolls out. Yeah, they're just, there's those teams that, for whatever reason, are just a cut above the rest, Dre. And Dalton United being one of those teams where they just, when necessary, they find a way to win. And they were put to the test here. They went down right off the bat, held control, got back into it, and it extended that lead.
Nice give and go.
And good save by Mendiola. Had to come on and get that one right.
Yeah, Mendiola has not had a bad game, to be fair. It's been relentless attack by Dalton. Has just been able to outshine him on the day. Just winding it down here into the 6th minute of extra time.
Looking to do another short one, which they do. Was feeling that coming.
Yeah, now it's a throw.
And that is number 21 again, Valabuena, that's getting involved. He's just tried a fancy one, got stepped on there. Hopefully he's okay.
He's jumping.
Cholo hit that ball
and
out. He's going to be
got
lucky
away
if
with
he
it.
doesn't get in. Yeah, he got. Here
Referee's
comes the referee for Mr. Hernandez.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Said, by the way, I got something for you before you go.
And he's going to take that.
Sit long. And
That's
that,
it.
friends, is going to do it here at Dalton Stadium. It ends Dalton United 4, North Georgia United 2. Dre, got to, as much as they're going to feel it, you got to tip your hat to North Georgia United. They did not lay over for Dalton United.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team, like I said, they finished last season at the bottom of the division in the relegation places. And if not for realignment by the league, they wouldn't even be in the Premier. But they got that lifeline, and they have performed to the extent where they're going to probably be fighting for a good a playoff spot this season. But they were up against the league leaders right now. And, they did their best. They got started very quickly with getting out in front 1-0. They played their hearts out, but Dalton just that much better on the day. So a good match, good entertaining match, good crowd here, played very fairly, good refereeing. And so it's just we look forward to seeing what else is going to happen as we look at these results here.
You look at the results for Week 7. Vino Tinto, massive win over FC Birmingham at home, 5-0. Georgia Revolution come from a battle back and forth. Win that 3-2 over Fountain City FC. This match 4-2 Dalton United, North Georgia United. Atlanta City FC, Georgia Athletic ends in a forfeit win for Georgia Athletic. Still going on, Albion SC and FC Atlanta. We don't have any update in that match right now. We'll give you that information tomorrow when we bring you SSL FC taking on UMA FC over at Rock Springs. Potros FC and Kalanji Pro Profile. You can catch that match on Potros FC's YouTube channel over at Marietta High School at the same time. So that is going to do it for us here at Dalton High School. For Andre Bomar, I've been Larry Weaver. Thank you for watching. It ends Dalton United 4, North Georgia United 2. See you next time right here on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.